Howdy folks, Justin here, and today we are hopping onto the ladder with Treasure Pants. This is a deck that's gone through a ton of different iterations, and now it's got some cards from Isle of Madness, which I love. It's got Cloak and Dagger, and it's got the Gardener's Sword thing. I mean, like, look, the Gardener has been separated from his weapon of choice for too long, and we are reuniting them. And Fading Hope here is hopefully going to let us do that. There's Cloak and Dagger, there's Ratway Prospector. I don't think I want either of those right now. I do like the Ratway Prospector, but I'm looking for, yeah, Gardener of Swords. Alright. So hopefully our Ratway Prospector goes on the board unperturbed for a turn, and then we Harpy whatever they, 2 toughness creature they put down to deal with it, and we go nuts. You ready? There's some incentive to like putting Ratway Prospector into the shadow lane, but I also like putting it in the field lane to contest because once we get it equipped with an item, it can trade repeatedly with things, and it gains cover every time it attacks. So the turn it's vulnerable is like turn 1, and honestly, I don't know what 2-drop guard creature Monk might be running, so we'll see. Fading Hope, by the way, is probably finding their hope fading a little bit when they discover I'm not streaming at the moment, which is cool. Alternatively, maybe they're having connection problems, or their coffee's done, or whatever. All the same to me. Here we go. So Skilled Blacksmith's interesting too. It lets me go 1 and 2 next turn, but I'm just down for this. There are some big turns later on with the deck where you want to have access to ring charges and stuff, so I'm not going to use them willy-nilly. And we are kind of more of a combo deck than anything else, so... What kind of monk do we hope we're playing against? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's impossible to tell. The ladder's full of jank today, and I love it. I love it! Skilled Blacksmith's great, though, for allowing just huge Gardener turns. It's called Treasure Pants, by the way, because we are running Treasure Pants, or we are running Stolen Pants and several Treasure Hunt items. And looks like we do something on the list. It is Cloak and Dagger. Sweet. We are just going to play Skilled Blacksmith and swing. And this makes next turn, I mean, Gardener Sword's a viable play. Let's see what we draw, but I mean, it very well could be worth it. Another Skilled Blacksmith. I'm kind of into this. Kind of just into this. Cloak and Dagger up this dude. And now we have a 3/3 Gardener. So we're obviously hoping for another item next turn, something to go crazy with. Pants would be the funniest item we could draw. But we got a pretty good board presence right now. Now, one of the things I like about Cloak and Dagger is that, like, it could have been correct to put the plus attack and the plus defense on different creatures. It's just a really flexible card. And that I really enjoy about it. At 4 Magicka, their removal is like Territorial Viper. House Kinsman. Okay. Item. Another Cloak and Dagger. Beautiful. So in this case, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We put the Cloak on this. And we swing. Then we put the Dagger on this. And we swing. And we play another Skilled Blacksmith. Perfect. That was great. Cloak and Dagger, tier 1. What we want now is Treasure Map. Treasure Map, I think, would be the best draw given this board. Even if this gets removed this turn by like a Javelin or something like that, and obviously this can get cursed or Leaf Lurker. There's a bunch of horrible shit that could happen. But Treasure Map, if this survives, would let us draw a card. It would be a support or an action, and that would be sweet. I don't even remember what actions are in this deck anymore, to be honest. I just made some changes to it, and this is my first game with it, so we're kind of experimenting. It's the first time I've ever played Cloak and Dagger, and it's a bit impressive. That's how good Treasure Pants is. We'll be right back for another one. Alright, we're back for game number 2, and I checked. The only actions in the deck are raiding parties, which have some great synergy with, well, Merrick, obviously, who's in the deck, although the item pool has gotten really strange. But also with Corsair ship, which is part of the hilarity of Gardener of Swords. So let's do game number 2 on this beautiful new board. We're against Facina, who has Sorcerer's Negation in their deck, which is something we're going to need to keep in mind. Don't like this hand at all. I'm going to throw all that back. Curve's pretty low. Feel comfortable throwing back 2 drops that are sort of viable. It didn't get that much better, unfortunately. They know we have a split card. So, what are we looking for? Something to play that doesn't make me super unhappy about my life would be ideal, but I'm going to go ahead and play the Satan Courier. If we can eat a negation with this, that's like magical fantasy land. Next turn, we can Harpy their Wardcrafter and figure out what to do next. Yeah, there we go. Exactly. Alright. Cool. Cool. So what we can do then, potentially, is Sentinel Battle Mace. It's not a great plan, though. Not a great plan. Ooh, this is Factotums. Okay. I'm interested in this. We're gonna play Daggerfall Mage. Because it just seems like the responsible thing to do. We could also have buffed the Satanid with a cloak, which would have let it trade with this, but I think this is fine. Sure. I am into this and nothing else. We are kind of a combo deck. I mean, you saw last game how we were able to just go super aggressive, but we have the perfect setup for a Gardener. In fact, totems are a slow deck, so. Cool. So here I'm going to... But I might Sentinel Battle Mace swing into this. Master Swordsmith, though. Seems like I want to play that. So... we could just Dagger swing into this.
I stand behind my word.
I like that. If they take their turn just equipping, that's fine. We're in the Shadow Lane, but the Shadow Lane's kind of where we're going to be anyway. They might kill this, but if they just kill it, then they're not doing anything else. Looks like they're probably digging for a negation. A single trigger of this is boss status. So that would be awesome. Boss status is the official Legends term on. You might not be familiar with it. That's okay. Okay, so this triggers. We drew Corsair Ship, which is great. We're going to play Corsair Ship. And pass the turn after swinging. So we got one trigger. It is what it is. We are super set up for a Gardener. Our opponent has not demonstrated that they have a Sorcerer's Negation yet. Dwarven Dynamo is a real strong card, obviously. But we can kind of deal with that. If they can't remove this. Okay, Harpy's less ideal. Mace is a strong card. But I kind of need to get this... Yeah, I'll Tome. There's Daggerfall Mage. Unfortunately, that doesn't leave this in a position to kill this. I think that's alright, though. If this is how they spend their turn, we should be okay. Taking advantage of that regenerate. The 5-cost Factotum is one that you don't actually usually see in Factotum decks, but they've played 2 of them and it's worked out pretty well for them. Or they played one in Indral Mastermind the other. Necromancer? Interesting. I mean, unless they have a negation that leaves this dead. Alright, so we're going to have to work for it. Jesus, and another harpy. And we have no prophecies worth anything. Okay. Gardener. Let's do it. We want the pants on here. And they equip daggers, then we equip sentinel battle maces. Okay. We're not shackling. They don't have lethal, right? 10. They almost have lethal, actually. Shit. Well, we have harpies. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. Unless they're just planning on necromancering it back again. They're lanithing. So we win, right? Because we can just go fucking nuts next turn. I think we can just hit him for 18. Oh god. The gardener's been reunited. He's got his pants. And now he's getting this. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Sweet. At the end of your turn. Well, actually, it's fine as this, right? Okay. So 2... 5... 6, 7. Yeah, there we go. Gardener reunited with his pants. Maces. Shackle Laneth. Shackle this. We're shackling everybody out here. Oh, pants, perfect. There you go. So how's the stolen pants doing in this meta? Looks pretty good. Dude, Pants Battle Mage is one of my favorite decks ever. It's stupid. Oh my god. Should we play one more with this? I feel like we were actually pretty close to hitting rank 1. Oh god, we do have to. Alright, we'll be right back while I burn some incense for good luck. Alright, let's hit rank 1 with Treasure Pants. This is fun. Reuniting the man with his pants God, I keep screwing this up. Reuniting the man with the pants with the sword he left behind, the garden itself. It's truly an honor. It's an honor. And I'm excited to do it again. Alright, we're playing against Evgawick on Spell Sword. So they're going to have access to, at least, silence and hard removal. I'm going to throw back the pants. Master Swordsmith seems great. Probably going to get executed. But if we can get a single hit off of it, that would be amazeballs. There are like 16, 20, something like that items in the deck. And with Cloak and Dagger in particular, that's just a lot of value. So, treasure, we'll drop Relic Hunter into Master Swordsmith, into Corsair Ship, because we have the ring. We do have 1-drops. We have 1-drop creatures in the deck even, so, you know, we're not totally crippled on turn 1, and, you know, could be worse. Alright. Evgawick, the war hero, so thank you. Thank you. Do I have any incense left? Okay. Interesting that they went directly Shadow. Now, this doesn't say much about what they're doing. They could still be tokens. They could still be a lot of things. My last incense, by the way. I really want to hit rank 1 with this deck. Oh, I love this game, man. I love this expansion. There's no charge creatures besides Shadowmare that they could be playing, so yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do this. Not contest their guy. We'll get around to it. Probably with the Corsair Ship, actually. Now this is where we're load testing their removal. You know, turn 4, they have a lot more options. Devour, Edict. That's really it that would stop this from triggering. I mean, they could silence it too with a, you know... Ooh, they're a Siege Catapult deck. Uh-oh. And we drew a second Corsair ship, huh? Well, we're going to start going to town. First Rune Prophecy. Not ideal. Midnight Sweep. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. Well. This is where we're at, guys. The perfect draw from a Spell Sword deck. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Might have to play some more games to hit rank 1. I haven't seen Midnight Sweep in forever, but we're about to get smashed for a lot of damage because of that Midnight Sweep. Oh, all the value in the world. Doesn't matter. The actual fuck is happening. And we've drawn all of our Corsair ships. There's Merrick, but we're not going to get to see Merrick, unfortunately. Treasure map doesn't do much. We're fighting a losing battle, fighting for this lane too, so I think what we're going to have to do is double Satanid Courier. Well, this certainly feels bad. I make a lot of jokes about how Midnight Sweep is like the one card that could save people a lot of the time. This time it's going to lose me the game. Alright. Bonewalker. This prophecy something. Alright. Zero pants. And we're down to 5. Oh, we have such value here too. Alright, now we get a prophecy. Alright, yes, thank you. It's about time. We're shackling this. Now, Spell Sword has no reach besides, like, Crushing Blow and Shadow. They have a 1-drop. Of course they do. Of course they do. Alright, we got this. We totally got this. Okay, so we have to try to set ourselves up to where we don't just lose in the future, too. We're going to equip that there. Equip that there. Swing like this. Swing like this. Because we're going to have to actually win the game. We kept our dude alive. I think we want to just equip everything. We can't Merrick next turn. But let's say everything survives. We have 6, 12. So I should have equipped the dagger and this to the other guy. That was a huge blunder on my part. We have 12, 13, 14, 15. It's not impossible to imagine winning next turn. Just gotta have faith. 16, 20, 22. We could figure it out. They were gonna put everything in the shadow lane. Our best draw... I mean, Dawnbreaker kills us. Which might be why they played it like that. Yeah, I think if we had equipped the other guy, we might have been able to win. But I threw away the damage because I was so tilted about what's happening here. And who's to say with all the prophecies, potentially being Bonewalker and Midnight Sweep, that we don't just lose anyway. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Javelin. Okay, so they're kind of taking the turn off. They can silence this, so we might have to kill that. think I'd rather play treasure map and look for a creature. Oh my god, raiding party.
I don't just know how to make
Okay. Victory is totally possible. Alright, Merrick. I'm gonna need you to get a Dragon Priest mask. Ebonheart Oracle. Blood Pact Messenger. We have 9, 10, 11. We need to pull 11 damage from this. And not hit prophecies. That's not good. That's not good. That's drain though. That is good. Drain is good. So we swing with the drain. We go to 10. And we don't swing anymore. Because we can't afford to hit any prophecies. We're going to take 4 here. They're going to draw cards. We're not dead to Dawnbreaker. They're running javelins. But we have a Nord Firebrand that we can equip for an additional... Jeez, we need 14 damage with this thing? I know I kind of punted earlier. Because I wasn't thinking about the fact that this has been in play since turn 2. Oh. If everything works out here, we're about to see the world's largest Nord Firebrand. Even if they Dawn's Wrath, we might be able to win. They're going to gain at least 6. If they Dawn's Wrath, they gain 6, they go to 22. If we hit another item. And there's a lot of them. Oh, madness! Madness is here! Alright, they're at 22. This is 14 damage. That drain. It's not good enough. Oof. Getting that charge. Okay. Okay. So we swing for 6. What happens when he dies? The pants don't go anywhere. Alright, so 480. Oh my god, we did it. Oh my god, we did it! Yes! Yes! Ah! Battlepants! Against First Rune, Midnight Sweep, and Spellsword with Catapult. Oh man. And I mean, we didn't even get the full value that we could have gotten out of that Cloak and Dagger, but like you can see how crazy Cloak and Dagger can be. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Rank 1. Woo. See you on the ladder.